And I'm live. Hi guys, how is everybody tonight? So who do we have in here? We've got CVS, Wade Reynolds, Ghost Pirate, Andy, Joe, Steel Horses, Brian Mello, Bulldog, and Steve Patat. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I have got that on the wrong view, don't I? Y'all can just see that. It's not what I'm trying to do here. No, that's the right view. Sorry, I'm trying to get this all figured out. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope? So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting different varieties underneath the scope. And while they're under the scope, we're going to be going through and identifying them, attributing them. So, you guys up for it? Hi, Jim Fletcher. After we attribute the variety, we will sell that variety. So it'll be an auction, and you guys will help attribute. Hi, Shannon. How are you? Jim Fletcher. Sound like a good time? I think it'll be fun. All right, you guys, so we can go ahead and get started. So I do have a cheat sheet this time. I think, who was it? Fox Run last time was asking if I had one, needed one. So, got one. Let me turn the light up on this. So basically what you guys are going to look at, if you look down here in the bottom right hand corner, you guys are going to see, yes, kind of like last week. So you guys are going to see the coin, and then I will do a close up on the variety. Thank you, time travelers. How are you? Thanks for swinging in. So I will do a close up on the variety, and I think we're going to start everything off at $1. So, okay, so here we are looking at a 1944D. This is an RPM. So while I'm doing this, I'm also going to teach you guys, if you guys have not, if you guys don't know how to use the Coppercoins page to find die varieties, then I will teach you how to do that. So I'm going to get this out, my little black one, so I can move this around a lot easier. Pull this all the way up and move that out of the way. So all you got here tonight is me, guys. Everybody else is off doing other stuffs. I think Chuck's still moving. So hi, Adam Chambers. How are you? Cool beans. Appreciate you being here. Okay. So there's the variety. Hi, Fox Run. How are you? All right, so there's the variety. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to our Coppercoins screen. I'm going to type in 1944. You don't have to hit until. Let me see if you guys can see what I'm doing. Yep. All right, now we go down here. So this is a Denver mint. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at mint mark variety here. Let me just see this right quick. And then I'm going to have to move this up just a bit. So down here, after you do that, awesome, you hit submit search. Cool beans, time travelers. So you hit submit search. After you've hit submit search, what you want to do is you want to look for mint mark placement in order to attribute mint marks or RPMs. So you look for your mint mark placement. As you can see here, this one has, well, I guess I'm too far away or too close up. So hold on just a moment so I can show you the mint mark placement. you go. All right, you guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through this list. After you guys can see what I'm looking at right here, and you're looking at your mint mark placement. So what one should I click on first to see if that is the variety you believe it is? Hi, Andy. All right, so I'll do this again so you guys can see the variety. And if I move it this way, you can see the placement. So we've got Steel Horses, thinking that it is RPM 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on RPM 2. And you guys can see this. Not great. So let me pull this over here for y'all. And so here it's showing some die markers. Bill Betts is saying that it's RPM 2 as well. All right, so here it's showing some die markers. So what we're going to do is we will check out for those die markers. So we've got a, let's see up here if we go over to his head. Now this coin is a circulated coin. Okay, so we do have a crack right here. So it's following along that. Now if we go over to his ear, which is right here, we should be able to see, I have to go down a little bit more. Maybe not, there we go. Yes. So there are some more of your die scratches. Right here. So basically right there along the neck and the jawline, you're able to see them scratches as well, plus the scratches behind the ear. So go back over to the mint mark, check that out, get a better view of this. And should have a little bit of a chip on the T of the cent. T of cent. T of the cent. Well, in this case, can't really tell because this is a circulated coin. But anyway, so we will go back over here and show you all the RPM. So let me just see here. All right. We've got Steel Horses is correct, Bill Betts is correct, and Fox Run is correct. Congratulations, you guys. You guys did awesome on that. So that is the variety. Now what we're going to do is right after we attribute the variety, I am going to auction it off. So here's the full obverse of this coin. And here's the full reverse of this coin. And let me pull this up right quick. Yes. This is actually, if you look up here with me, this is FS 502, so this is an FS listed coin. And so when you have if you look over here on Coppercoins, and let me see if y'all can see that. Not really, can you? So the values information over here, this stuff here, this all needs updated. So do not use this as your price guide, you guys. Just so you know. This all needs updated. We're working on it. Yeah, I believe so, XF. So, no, Wade, you do not. And hopefully what I'm showing you tonight can help you out. I hope you learned some stuff, and I hope you enjoy it. And all right, so we are going to go ahead and put this one up for sale. Starting bid on this one is going to be only $1. So here's the reverse again. And there's your obverse. And we have Steel Horses coming in at 1. Thank you very much, Steel Horses. So our current high bid is Steel Horses at 1. Robert Gravett, hey, how are you? No, actually we turn everybody into a mod on this channel. So Andy is now the current high bidder at 3. Thank you very much, Andy. Basically, it helps keep the trolls away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I will turn you into a mod as well. Thank you for swinging in. I appreciate you being here. And there you go. So our current high bid is Andy at 3. So we have Andy at 3 looking for a 4. I want to be the teacher's pet. Now Steve Patat is going to come in at $3.50. Thank you very much, Steve. I hope I make it easier for y'all to learn. If you haven't used Coppercoins or... Hi, Farm Dog. So here you go. You can see this here. This is what we are selling. This is the obverse of this coin, and here is the reverse. So current high bid is Steve Patat at $3.50. Let me do a little zoom in again on this mint mark. I know I don't have mods in here tonight, you guys, to help me call down, but there we go. It's beautiful. This is completely untouched, beautiful, original. All right, so current high bid is Steve Patat at $3.50. All in, all done, guys. So we've got this going once to Steve. Going twice to Steve. My little happy face. There we go. Sold to Steve Patat at $3.50. Congratulations, Steve. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. So, what is the source of this coin? I don't know what you mean, Dennis. Let me know what you mean. Okay, so did you just get in? Yes, congratulations on that pickup. So Dennis, basically what we're doing tonight is if you look down to, I think it's like right below me. So this is the coin that I'm putting up. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to go through and attribute these varieties. As we attribute these varieties, after we attribute these varieties, then they will immediately go up for auction. So sometimes I can't exactly, Ghost Pirate. That's why I picked some worn dies. I picked some circulated cents. I do have some BU cents and some AU cents tonight, but basically the reason why I do this is because some of the markers as the coin ages are definitely harder to identify and attribute. So that's why I picked these ones. Like I said, I do have some AU and BU ones coming up tonight, though. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Hi, Jeff Dunn. How are you? All right, so Steve, this is going to be in your new home. Congratulations. Okay, so let me go ahead and we're going to put this one up. And so what we're going to do now is I'm going to have to adjust this over here so y'all can see. So I'll show you the easiest way that I've found to get back to where I need to go. So what I do here is I click on my Coppercoins home and go back over to my die variety search. And so this is a 1951. And what I want to do here is I'm going to go over here and do Denver, mint mark variety. And I need to pull this up. Whew. Wait just a second. I need to pull this up so y'all can see what I'm doing here. So after you hit mint mark variety, what you need to do is you need to come down here and hit submit search. Hi, Randy. All right, so now we are currently on the Coppercoins page for 1951D RPMs. Hi, Jay. These all came from Chuck. So, anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to attribute this variety. So basically what you want to look at when you go to attribute a variety, so you guys go ahead and take a ponder at this. What one do you think it is? I'm going to go ahead and scroll down a bit and show you what to look for. Like I said here, the first thing you want to look at is placement of the mint mark. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys take your guess at which one it is. As you can see there with the mint mark placement. Any guesses? All right, so Joe is saying 2 and Bill Betts is saying 2. And you are doing that solely off of the mint mark placement. Bulldog is saying 2 and Rick is saying 2. So basically here what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to look at 2 now. So let me move this over. My computer's going to cooperate with me tonight. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. Alright, so we're going to move this over. Farm Dog is saying 2. And Randy is saying 2. Now let's see why y'all think it's 2. So basically here we've got the mint mark. Placement's correct, y'all. So like I said, that's the first thing we want to look for is placement. So now we're going to try to look to see if it has a clash. Okay, so actually I should do this right quick. Alright, so here are the markers for an LDS. Alright, so first we need to look for a die clash west of the 1 from the best. Alright, so it's right here. You guys can still see that right there. So we'll look for that. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is LDS, because I don't know, I can't see that die crack. Or clash, I'm sorry. So now what we want to do is we want to look at his hair. There's his forehead. Pull up on this just a little bit. And there is your crack on the forehead. Frank, is that you? Did you, I don't know if I should make you a mod. Did you change your name? Is it not Coin Dragon anymore? Frank, respond to me. His head's a big mess than mine, yes. Let's see down here. I see the clash at the throat. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and scroll down a little bit more. Keep forgetting where I put my mouse. Sorry, y'all. So over here on Liberty, there's that. It is you? Okay, cool beans, Frank. I'm going to go ahead and put you in as a mod. So here you've got that die scratch that is showing there. It is I. Awesome sauce. Alright, and then say something, Coin Dragon. I did. Did I say dragony? My bad. That's how today's been. Alright, so now what is this on? Alright, so what we want to look for next is we want to go over here on the reverse. You got a light die crack on the right wheat grain. Pull this down. It's right over there by S. So let's find S. There we go. So you can see that right there. Did I? We'll get to that in the auction on Sunday, Frank. Alright, so we're going to go back over here. So you guys who said, let me go ahead and go up. Steel Horses, it is not. I personally believe that this is an Unk Details coin. So, alright, what we're going to do is, so we've got, first people to say this correctly would be Joe McBride, Bill Betts, Bulldog, Rick, Steel Horses, Fox Run, Farm Dog, Randy. Alright, yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up. You guys can see the whole obverse and reverse. I seed it. Alright, you guys can see the full obverse of this coin. You give me just a minute to get it like sharp for y'all. There we go. Nope. Nope. There we go. So there's the full obverse of this coin. And you guys did attribute it correctly. It is RPM2. There's the reverse of this coin. And let me show you over here again. Details, because to me, it appears cleaned, that it had previously been cleaned. That's what a details grade gets. So, I will show you the difference here in just a second. Alright, so Wade Reynolds is actually already coming in at 1. So Wade is coming in at 1. Starting bid for a 1951D RPM2 is $1 so far. This is your full obverse of this coin. There we go. So current high bid is weighed at 1. It would be steel horses. So for 1 on this, there we go. You can see this here. This is the obverse of this coin. Here's the reverse. And you are currently looking at RPM 2. This is still a really great RPM. If you don't have it, you need to snatch it up. A farm dog is coming in at 2. Thank you very much, farm dog. Hindsaw. The RPM or the coin. All right, so current high bid is farm dog at 2. We are looking for 3. Frank, are you still in here? Can you hear my cat? So current high bid is farm dog at 2. We are looking for 3. Brian, I'm not quite sure. Are you registered? I don't remember seeing you in here being registered. But thank you for the bid. I'm going to send you some information here on chat so that way you can register. You are registered, so you said you're registered after I got that typed out. All right, so give me just a second here. All right. I see you, Brian. Okay, cool beans. So Brian is currently... Yes, all right, awesome sauce. I got you. I'm going to add you in as a mod. So hello, Brian. I appreciate you being here. So Brian is the current high bidder at $250. Yeah. That was like one of my favorite classes when I was in school. That's why in college I did so well. Got all my reports done immediately. So here is the coin again, and hi CVS, how are you? This is closer to it, and you can see why I say this. I believe this to be Unk Details. Still very nice. So our current high bidder is Brian at $250, and Wade is out. Thank you, Wade. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call this one down to Brian. Looks like you're going to be getting your first purchase here, Brian. There we go. Congratulations, Brian. I appreciate it. All right, and I hope you guys learned something about how to attribute dice from that coin as well. And I keep putting my hand back where my mouse was. 9 and 5 looks like from a worn die. What would be the difference? 9 and 5 looks like from a worn die. No, this is because I said it was a Unk Details coin. There you go. You're welcome. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, you guys, so this is actually going to be pretty fun. Okay, so we are not going to be using Coppercoins for this. We're going to do a little bit of education here. So, pull this up. So for the more experienced people in here, yes, I'm Ghost Pirate. I gotcha. For the more experienced people in here, y'all know what these are immediately. I guarantee it. Not the spots. That's not what we're looking at. So, what's really cool about this one, look right there over in God. How cool is that? Right under there, God, we. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. So, what do you guys see here? On the reverse. You guys tell me what you see. Okay, no. Steel horses, think outside of the box here. This is not a DDO. This is not a DDR. What you're seeing here, something I can show you real quick. All right, so you guys, can you see what these are? All right, I'm gonna pull this up right quick. Jay Rojas, you are correct. And Ghost Pirate, you are correct. Steve Patat, basically correct. So we're going to go over here and I'm going to show you guys this tool. If you have not used this yet, this is an amazing tool. CBS said damage and feet or fingers. No, okay, so I'm going to show you guys this. This is an amazing tool to use. If you guys have not used errorref.com, go ahead and try and check this out. I'm going to show you something right quick. So we're going to go over here to errorref.com. And so what I want to do here, search the website. We're going to look up lamination. Okay, so all right, anyway, so you don't really have to know the technical terms of this, all right? Y'all know that it is a lamination. So here you go. This has got a retained lamination where you can still see that on there. Yes. So like I said, if you guys are looking for what your coin might possibly have on it, if it is a error, use errorref.com. It's a great website. There's a little fleck of a lamb right there. Now that lamb is amazing. Jody Gomez had one time that had the whole lamb intact, like the whole peel was still there, and it was like half the coin was defaced. It was amazing. So yeah, and then you can send both pieces in to be graded. If you know, yeah, have a whole one. So anyway, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and move down. So this is a struck through fragment, or wait, yes, they're responsible for it. Lamination flakes that break off. There you go. So this is actually what Jody had. So you can send both of these pieces in to be graded if you choose to do that. Awesome, time travelers. I'm glad that you, there we go. Here we go. So what we're looking at here is a bunch of little lamination cracks. Lamination strips. So what's cool about this is they are on the obverse and the reverse. See that there? Let's see if I can get any closer for y'all. Maybe. Yes, there we go. Isn't that cool? Alright, so there's your information. So basically, lamination, delamination. So anyway, these are, as it says on here, they're restricted to solid alloy coins. They develop before or after the strike. It says right here that they are caused by contaminants in the alloy mixture. So a lot of the time when you see woodies, those are impurities in the alloy mixture as well. Frank's favorite coin there is woodies. So that's basically impurities in the alloy as well. So what we're looking at here is to cause these laminations is impurities in the alloy. So pretty cool lamination peels there. So it's a 1936. How neat is that? Okay. So here's the, I said your favorite coins. The woodies, Frank. And here's the reverse. The reverse has got it really nice. Okay, so anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and get this one auctioned off as well. Okay, so we are looking at some lamination. I know, Frank. What is that, a little double face? So we are looking at a lamination here. The starting bid on this one is $1. And I will show you the full obverse and reverse of this coin, which I forgot to do just a second ago. And Jay's going to come in at 1. Thank you very much, Jay. Alright, so here's the reverse of your coin. And here is the obverse of your coin. So our current high bidder is Jay at 1. You deleted your double face. Right? Alright, so is anybody going to bid against Jay for this lamination error coin? Alright, looks like this one will be going to Jay. So I'm going to go ahead and start calling this one down. Oh, and Wade Reynolds comes in at 150 right as I was typing the smiley face. Alright, so current high bid is Wade Reynolds at $1.50. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start calling this one down to Wade. Alright, so that one sold to Wade Reynolds at $1.50. Congratulations, Wade. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this up here. I'm going to let you see here. If I move that. There you go. So errorrough.com, you guys, there's that. And while I get ready for the next coin, I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. And you're welcome, Wade. I appreciate it. All right. I keep grabbing for my mouse because I moved my mouse from where I normally have it. I keep grabbing for it up here. It's kind of funny. All right, you guys. So up next here, we're going to go ahead and move on. Now we're going to go back over here to varieties. All right. So here we go, you guys. We have a nice coin here. It is a 1955D, and I will show you how I get over there on the Coppercoins page in just a sec. It looks like a wonderful die marker we have right there on the reverse. You can see it on the T of cent. So here I am over here at Coppercoins home again, and I'm going to hit my die variety search. And we are looking at a 1955, and we want to hit Denver. So we're going to scroll down here. We're going to do mint mark variety. And then we'll hit submit search. Okay, so now here's your reverse, and like I said there, it looks like we've got a really nice marker on the reverse. And the obverse here, let me pull this up. Beam me down, Scotty. Okay, so we're going to get a close-up of this RPM for y'all. Okay. All right, so check it out, guys. What one do you believe this is? Here's our next variety. We are currently looking at a 1955D. So Jay Rojas is saying 2. Steel Horses is saying 2. Bill Betts is saying 2. CBS saying 3. And Joe is saying 2. Brian's saying 2. Yes, sir, you're correct about that. The close placement. Ghost Pirate, 1. Farm Dog 2. CBS 2. Wade 2. Bulldog 2. Alright, so it looks like the consensus here is that we believe that it is RPM 2. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go right here to your LDS. Click on this. Let me move the screen over just a tad. So we're going to look at what the markers say. You're going to look for the markers on the variety. Okay. So here we're going to that is a huge chip. So what we're going to do next is we're going to use Variety Vista too, y'all. It's 1955D. RPM 2. There it is. Alright, so basically on stage B on Variety Vista, we have our die chip. You see it? Right here, it keeps getting more and more massive. So we can check with Variety Vista on the stages. If you guys haven't learned to use Variety Vista on the different stages, it's different than Coppercoins. So here we're going to look for a scratch on his head. Over by the hair. In the wrong spot, y'all. Not seeing it. No crack on forehead on stage B. Now what I need to do is I need to get my trusty old loop out. Okay. So, what we've just done here is we have determined that this is definitely RPM 2 and it is a stage B on Variety Vista. The reason it is stage B is because there is no scratch here in his head or no crack on his forehead. It is not stage A because in stage A there is no chip on the T ascent. So anyway, here we go. There's your variety. I'm going to pull this one back over here. Move that up. All right. And we will do... Thank you, Steel Horses. I definitely like that site too. It's neat. It's interesting. It was a new site for you, Variety Vista? Cool beans. All right, so Dennis just asked a question. I'm going to let you guys do your own answer for his question and tell me what you think. CVS is coming in at a 3. So Dennis wants to know what the grade of this is. What do you guys think it is? So high bid is currently CVS at 3. So here is the obverse for you. Brian Mello is coming in at 350. And here's the reverse. And CVS is now at 4. Thank you, CVS. And Farm Dog follows right back at 4. So Steel Horses believes this is AU. And Dennis comes in at a 4. And Brian is now at a 5. XF. Jay Rojas is identifying it as, hi John Argent, I didn't know you were in here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being here. So CVS is now saying AU Brown. And Randy, hey Randy, I didn't see you come in. So what is your consensus on what you believe this grade is after seeing it up close? Nope, not cleaned. If this was cleaned, it wouldn't have any of those on there. So Brian is now at 7. Thank you very much, Brian. That's the beauty of this coin. So basically, when you're looking at grade, what you want to look at is you want to look at the high relief points. Okay? So high relief points help you determine grade. So right now, when you're looking at the separation, so Brian Mello is currently at 7. You're looking at the separation of the wheat stalks. You see how they are not smashed together? They're all still separated on both sides. Hi, Stonecutter. And you want to look at his hair details. All right, so the details in his hair are also a high relief point. Another high relief point when that you want to look for when you're looking for grade is the details on the cheekbone. The cheekbone is extremely high relief point on any Lincoln cent, and there's some wear on that. You want to look at the wear on that. I always grade low, I'll tell you that much. So yes, this is an AU coin. Stonecutter. However, I have it listed as EF because I always grade low. All right, so it looks like Brian is the current high bidder on this one. We're going to go ahead and start calling this one down. I'm going once to Brian. Going twice. And this one is going to be sold to Brian at 7. Congratulations. Congratulations, Brian, on your second win here with us on Coppercoins. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. So, let me see here what we got up next. Okay. Yes, congratulations. So, up next here, this one's fun, all right? A lot of the time, what I've noticed is that, so here's your coin. There's your obverse and your reverse. It's got some spots, but it is absolutely beautiful. Wait, is that, what is that? Okay. All right, y'all. So, we're going to go ahead and go down here again. That's a pretty one. And one thing that I've noticed with new collectors is a lot of the time new collectors, it doesn't have it on this coin, but if you look at the lower part of the S, actually, you know what, I can do this. Maybe. No, I can't. Yeah? Does it pop up? No, it does not. Alright, so we're going to go back over here. We are currently looking at a 1955S. We are going to go over here to your Coppercoins home. Move back over here. We're going to hit the die variety search. So again, 1955. This is a San Francisco. We're going to be looking at the mint mark variety. And we are going to submit this search. Okay. So what I've noticed with a lot of new collectors is a lot of the time S mint marks can be confusing for newer collectors when it comes to mint mark varieties. And the reason for that is because a lot of people think that if I pull this one up here, okay, so I'm just pulling this one up to show y'all. A lot of people think a bulge in the lower hoop of the S there is a RPM. And a lot of the case, it's not. It's either die chip or just how the mint mark was punched. So what you're looking for on your S mint marks is you're looking for splits and extra curves and such like that. So, oh, here's a good example too, right there. All right, so here we go, you guys. Another one. You guys look at what I've got up here. I will tell you that the RPM that I have up here is on the page. What one do y'all believe it is? We're currently on 1955S. And Jay's coming in strong with an RPM 4. Farm Dog's coming in with RPM 4. Joe's RPM 4. Randy's RPM 4. And Sean, you are correct too. I've never seen you in here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being here tonight. And Ghost is coming in at 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and click on 4. Look. EDS. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and we're going to check this. So basically what it's showing on this website here is on Coppercoins is, so we're going to be looking, so we hit EDS. We're going to be looking here. So on, there's a die scratch running from the east of the nose. Die gouges on the lower, okay, so we're going to check for die gouges on the lower label. I'm going to pull this down. So yes, right there. You see that? And it should have it coming off the T. Sorry, my camera's super close, so it's hard to see that. Little one coming off the T. So this is probably a different die state. I like that. So on this die state, it would have one coming right off of his nose. All right. And between United and S, let me pull this back up. so what we're going to do now is, so this is the EDS for this one. So if you hit MDS, you'll be looking over here too. So from the 1, I noticed that, Dennis. That's exciting. I don't know if my camera's going to pick any of these up. There we go. All right, you guys. So let me see here. The people that said RPM 4, you are correct. Congratulations, you guys. So, the ones that said RPM 3, why do you believe that it was RPM 3? So first things when we are looking for RPMs, we want to check out the placement. Does the placement match? And in this case, it sure does for RPM 4. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this one auctioned off. The upper curve is what had you thinking it was RPM 4 or 3. All right, so it's a 1955S. This is RPM 4. Starting bid on this one is, that's all right, Steel Horses. I totally get it. That's why we're going through this, and I hope that this helps some people out. When it comes to estimate marks, if you've got any issues with them, always make sure that you are checking the mint mark placement. It's definitely a big help, definitely. Now, Farm Dog is coming in at 6. Thank you, Farm Dog. Like I said, a lot of people do have some, yes sir, Jay. A lot of people have difficulties with estimate RPMs. Pull her up here. There's your full obverse and reverse here. So current high bid is Farm Dog at 6. Thank you, Farm Dog. No problem, Jay. So also on Coppercoins site, one of a nifty little things Coppercoins has up here is if you look right here, my little cursor goes all wonky over here. Anyway, so this will tell you if you were to go over to Variety Vista, the listing for Variety Vista is the same as Coppercoins. So you've got RPM 4, and then up here you see this is 1MM4, and it is not FS listed. So the Wexler listing for this one is WRPM 5. So you can see that there too. All right, so that's your full obverse, reverse. It looks like I'm going to be calling this one down to Farm Dog. So we'll say, going once to Farm Dog. Going twice to Farm Dog. Oh, and Dennis comes in as I'm typing in the smiley face. I have to delete all that. Now, current high bid is Dennis at $6.50. Thank you, Dennis. So current high bid is Dennis Paulson at $6.50. I'm going to go ahead and count this one down to Dennis. All right, and then Farm Dog comes right in as I'm getting that one sold to Dennis. So now the current high bid is Farm Dog at $7. With this view, you guys can see more of my OCD. That's funny. Now Dennis Paulson comes in at $7.50. So current high bid is Dennis Paulson at $7.50. And Farm Dog is out, so I'm calling this one down to Dennis. Thank you very much, Farm Dog. Congratulations, Dennis. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next item here. Pull that one out. Are you guys, is anybody in here learning more about how to use this website? Hopefully so. Holy cow, that's gorgeous. All right. So again, what I'm going to do here, you are? Awesome. Cool beans. I'm glad I'm helping some of you guys out here. Cool beans. All right. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to go back over here to my Coppercoins home. And as you can see, if this computer's going to let me do this. Awesome, Brian. Awesome, Steel Horses. Thank you guys. I appreciate the feedback. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here to our die variety search. We're going to do 1954. Pull it down to San Francisco. And we're going to look at the mint mark variety on this one as well. Pull this up. So after we pull this up here, we're going to do our submit search. Okay. So here's your full obverse and reverse of this coin. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. And I'm going to show you all the variety. There we go. Okay. So we are currently showing the Coppercoins page for this. To search for this variety, which I keep turning it this color. I do not know why. There we go. All right. I will take it to, it is an East RPM Steel Horses. I'm going to take it to the Coppercoins page, exactly where the variety is. you can get your guesses in. Lots of edumacation tonight. I had to click over to be able to see that. Yes, Dennis. Thank you very much. All right, so we have Steel Horses coming in saying 5, and Jay coming in saying 5. Bulldog is saying 5. Wade is 5 or 7. And Ghost Pirate is saying 7. CVS is saying 7. Oh, CVS is saying 5. Did the lighting help you out there a little bit, CVS? Probably. I probably messed that up. All right, so the consensus here is this is RPM 5. We're going to go ahead and check that out and see if this is RPM 5. Yes, sir. Looking at placement here, too. You are correct, Wade. So, Wade said it was 5 or 7. Wade is correct that it is 5. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and check the die markers. Yes, it is 5. So, on this particular variety here, it's showing a die marker. Oh, here we go. Let me show you again. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. It's driving me a little bit nuts. There we go. So for LDS, that's all right, CVS. All right, Sean, you were correct. So the people that are correct on this, we've got quite a few people. So on the obverse, on the LDS die markers, this is a large die crack. It's running across the shoulder, and a curved die crack shows in the hair. Okay, so we're gonna have to look at that. A die chip shows in the upper left wheat grains, and die crack vertically through the right wheat grains. All right, so it's gorgeous. Hey, Party Pickle, how are you? It's gorgeous. All right, so here's the first marker that we want to look for to make sure that we are attributing this variety correctly. All right, y'all. Who guessed 5? Y'all were right. So here is the first die marker for 5. And we're going to go over here to Liberty. See if we can see that above the T. I don't know if my camera can pick that up. Kind of looks like it right there. I'm not sure if my camera, there it is. The camera's picking it up. There you go. All right. So we want to go up here towards his hair. There's the crack right there. Y'all see it? I don't know, my camera is not picking it up right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go down more. We're going to look for these die scratches on the reverse. Camera will pick them up. Now here's a good way too. So when the die stages change, because they can be different on the obverse to the reverse die, if you guys didn't know that, you can see here where the die scratches on this one are slightly different. So we're going to look down here at the T, the states. They could be abraded away over time. So this one has a huge chip. and the T of scent. My light seems a little bright. Okay, wait, give me just a moment. Dim that down. Maybe that'll work. All right, so what we're gonna do over here, we're gonna go back to, move this over for you. So what I do here is I just hit back. It's a 1954 S. We said RPM 4 or 5, I'm sorry. There it is. Okay, so let's check here on the there it is. Okay, so this is on Variety Vista, listed the exact same as Coppercoins listed, which is RPM 5 on Variety Vista. We've got this coming in at a stage C. So there's your die chip right there in the left wheat ear. Over here we've got this really nice chip in the T of cents right there. And so another thing when you're looking for, if you're using Variety Vista, what you need to remember, so right here, stage C, you see where it says stage C? So if you're using that, you need to make sure that like your markers are the exact same, because they have lots of different stages on there. You think this is better with the lower lighting? I have to make the lighting higher when it's a full obverse and reverse, but I'll lower it when I go back down to show the markers. That's a good idea. Thank you, Wade. So anyway, this right here is a stage C. So we're going to go ahead. I've got one more to show you if I have an older one. You know, I will show you guys another one in just a moment. I'm going to go back over here and let me show you the full obverse and reverse of this coin again, because now it is up for grabs. Okay. All right, 1954S, this is RPM 5. The starting bid on this one is $1. And Wade is going to come in and give us $1. $1 start on that one. Thank you, Wade. Current high bid is Wade at $1. There we go. All right, so here's your full obverse of this coin. Really nice coin here, y'all. And here's your reverse. You guys are catching me smiling at the penny because of how pretty it is. Oh, there's my cat behind me. Sky, go away. Sky, stop doing that. You're on camera. Sky. Current high bid is Wade at 1. Thank you very much, Wade. We're looking for a 2. Sky, you stop it. And Steve Patat is going to come in at 2. Thank you, Steve. Steel Horses is coming in at $2.50. Thank you, Steel Horses. Steve Potatoes now at 3. Also, hey y'all, if you are new in here, make sure that you are clicking on live chat and not top chat. It helps you see the most live action. So our current high bid is Steve Patat at 3. And CVS is currently at 4. The current high bid is CVS at 4. And Steve Potatoes now coming in at $4.50. And Brian, make sure that you're on a live chat and not top chat. CVS is now at 5. I don't know if you've ever done any live coin auctions before, but make sure that you are on live chat and not top chat, because you won't be able to see the other person's bids. It prioritizes it, I guess, when you're on top chat. So, and CVS is currently at 5, and Wade is out. Thank you, Wade. And Brian is out. Thank you, Brian. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one down to CVS. So this will be going once. Going once to CVS. You were on, okay. It happens, Brian. I've done it too, and I'm like, ah. I'm like, I didn't think I missed it, but I do. All right, and now Dennis Paulson is coming in at $5.50. Thank you very much, Dennis. So current high bid is Dennis Paulson, $5.50. Second highest bidder was CVS at 5. And Steve Patat is going to come in at 6. Thank you very much, Steve. So current high bidder is Steve Patat at 6. Reety. Sky. Dennis Paulson is coming in at $6.50. Thank you, Dennis. So current high bid is Dennis Paulson at $6.50. And CVS is out. Thank you very much, CVS. All right, so and Steve is out. All right, going once to Dennis at $6.50. Going twice to Dennis at $6.50. I sold to Dennis Paulson at $6.50. Congratulations, Dennis. I appreciate it. All right, you guys. So, Andy, you came in just behind Dennis. It sold to Dennis for $6.50. All right, and so up next, y'all. This one's actually pretty fun. Rats, I know you just missed it. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so he does have some staining on his face. However, it does not take away from this magnificent variety here. So I don't know about you, but so when I'm using Coppercoins, what I do is I just come over here and hit back, because we are still on a 1954S. So pull this up here. And so here's the full obverse of this coin and reverse of this coin. And I will zoom in on the mint mark here in just a second. Okay, I gotta have my light up for this one. Alright. I love this variety. I am such a nerd. Oh my gosh. I love my coin nerd peeps, and that's every one of you in here. Y'all are my faves. Alright, so anyway. Just oh, y'all are already guessing. You think that's a 4? Or wait, I can't see. Is that a 4? My chat's kind of blocked a little bit, so I'm having some difficulties. Lincoln coughing up some COVID on this coin. Ew. Yuck. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you. Oh, here. You guys can't see the placement. So here's your mint mark placement. Now tell me which one you believe it is. I have it shown on the screen here for y'all. Now what you want to do first is, since I'm showing you the mint mark and the placement, you were guessing before I zoomed? Alright, so I'm showing you the mint mark, I'm showing you the placement. You guys tell me which one you believe this is. Yes. All right, so the consensus here is that we are looking at RPM 9. Now, we're going to go ahead and look through RPM 9. Move this over here. All right, so the obverse is prominently on the label to the west of the diamond mark. Scratches are north-south on the chin. North-south die scratches in Liberty. Die scratches shown on the half design reverses MDS. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is actually really cool. So what Chuck has written on this is that we are currently looking at MDS. The reverse is also MDS. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. So, yep, we're looking at MDS. The reverse is MDS as well. So, here we go. All right, here is this. This is also Variety Vista. If you look up there where it says Kaneka, where it says RPM 9 up at the top. Wait, pointing right to it. There we go, right there. All right, so you see where it says Kaneka RPM 9, Wexler RPM 9, or WRPM 9? Anyway, so both of those listings correspond with the Coppercoins listing as of 1MM9. This is an S over S East RPM. And what we're going to do now is we're going to scroll down and we're going to look for these die markers. We've got this one. Have this. That's actually some neat looking color on there. There, I tilted it just right. So here's your die marker with the die scratch coming right off the chin. That is his chin. You can see these die scratches coming out. Oh, that's nice. All right, so you can see the die scratches right there. Yes, it is RPM 9. So you can see the die scratches coming off of his chin there as well. Now we're going to go ahead and look over here on Liberty. It said Lincoln sneezed on this coin. He must have. All right, so over here on Liberty, RTY, we're going to look in between the E. There's the die scratch right there for the E, coming right up there. And if we look a little bit further down from the E, you can see there's more die scratches. Or north-south. So on the reverse here, I'm going to go ahead and flip this. Got an A. pull this up more, sorry. All right, so die scratch is coming off the A, which is exactly in the same spot. So you see the die scratch on the Coppercoins listing coming off the bottom part of that A. And then you see the die scratch right coming in the center of that A. And then if we go over here to of, should be a good one right there. Sometimes they're harder for me to pick up with my camera. There we go. All right, you can see that right there. Awesome sauce. For those of you that said RPM 9, you are 100% correct. This is definitely one of my favorite RPMs because of how pronounced it is. It's super duper strong. One of my favorite S-mark RPMs. This is an East RPM. Cool thing about it is that Coppercoin says that right there, what direction they're going. So it's S over S East. So complete separation on that upper serif there. I'm going to go ahead and show you the full obverse and reverse of this coin again. I really do love this RPM. It's super cute. Okay, and let me go ahead and you guys got it. It was RPM 9. So for those of you guys that might have some problems with attributing varieties, S-Met mark varieties, this is a really great one to have. And the reason for that is just because of how pronounced this RPM is. It's super duper strong, super duper visible, easy to see. I have, what is this? I don't know if you guys can see this. So starting bid on this one is $1. There's the full obverse of this coin, and flip it over and show you the reverse. And Jay is coming in at 1. Thank you, Jay. So I have this. It's a Bellomo. I can't say that right. Anyway, it's 10X. So it's not one of them really super strong ones. There we go. Yeah, that was probably easier. But anyway, it's not one of those really super strong ones. And when I use this loop on there, I can see everything super duper clear. So here's the full obverse again. Really do love this RPM, y'all. And so our current high bid is Steel Horses at $2.50. Thank you, Steel Horses. And here's the reverse. And Brian is Jay Rojas is coming in right before Brian at 3. And Farm Dog is coming at 4. My camera's all fuzzy. Oh well. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's my son. He's in there giggling. I don't know why. So our current high bid is Farm Dog at 4. We're looking for $4.50. And Brian is CVS is coming in at 6. Right before Brian came in at 5. And Farm Dog is now at 7. So that's the reverse. I gotta go back to the obverse again. And CVS is now at an 8. And Brian is now at a 10. So current high bid is Brian at 10. It's when they're quiet you have to worry. I don't have to worry about him at all. He's a really good kid. So is my daughter. I really don't have to worry about either one of them. So, well, maybe my bug, my daughter. She's kind of feisty. All right, so current high bid is Brian at 10. If I have no other interest, I'm going to go ahead and call that down. I do not know what's wrong with that. Probably from the, there we go, maybe. And Farm Dog is coming in at $10.50. Thank you, Farm Dog. And Brian is now coming back in at a 12. So current high bid is Brian at 12. I hope you have a wonderful night, Bulldog. Thank you for swinging in. I hope that you were able to gain something out of this. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and count this one down. You have a wonderful night, Bulldog. All right, that one sold to Brian at 12. All right, so I have decided to make some of these a little bit easier for the beginners that we've gotten here, which is pretty cool. You're welcome, Brian. I hope you love this coin. It'll be awesome sauce. All right. All right. So this one might not need an introduction, but might be able to see it from this distance. If I could type that fast, I might have more to say. Yeah, like I said earlier, one of my favorite classes in school was typing. And throughout my college experience, getting my degree was easy because I loved doing my essays because I could get them done pretty fast. All right, so what we're going to do now is I will show you here. So we will go over here to our Coppercoins home again. Click our Coppercoins home. We're going to go to Die Variety Search. Again, we'll see here. It'll be 1957. And then we're going to click on our Denver. We're going to go over here to Mint Mark Variety. Yeah, pull this up really quickly. And then all we do down here is we hit Submit Search. So there's your full obverse and reverse this coin. And here is your variety. So you guys tell me what RPM do you think this is? Yeah, I do have it up there on the screen. Give y'all just a moment. Yes, sir. Awesome sauce, you guys. All right, so since the consensus here is 3, we're going to go ahead and look at 3. So on this particular variety, one of the telltale signs here is you've got, where's that? Right there. In between the we and the T of trust, needed to move that over. There you go. I love this little die crack here. Or die scratch, I'm sorry, my bad. Anyway, so we're going to go up here. We're going to look at a long die scratch extends northeast from the 9 of the day, and a curved die scratch runs between the we and trust. So you can see that right here. Yes, some steel horses. You were on that one. You got it. You got it. So anyway, here you go. This is RPM. What one was it, you guys? 3? You're right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this one auctioned off. That was pretty much one of the biggest telltale signs of RPM 3 right there. So I don't feel like I have to show any more of the markers, if that's all right with y'all. Alright, starting bid on this one is $1 as well. And let me pull this up. And there we go. There's your full obverse of this coin. And here's your reverse. Now it's not the best looking one, so don't bid it up too high, y'all. Still a nice one, not the best. So we have RPM 3 here. That's your reverse of this coin. See it here. Nice thing about this is that the details on the coin and the high relief points of this coin are still pretty much intact. Do you see that? Not a lot of wear on the cheek, not a lot of wear in the hair. You can still see a lot of the hair details. The wheat reverses here have a lot of, you can see the lines in the wheat reverse pretty well. As far as the lettering goes, it's not all squished down. Get a little bit closer for you. We have a starting bid of $1 on this. You guys are like, no, I've gotten this from you and BU before. I don't think I'm going to take one. All right, does anybody want to bid $1 on this? Steel Horses is going to come in at $1. All right, Steel Horses, that took a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and call this one down to you. There you go, Steel. My son is on the internet, obviously. Congratulations, Steel Horses. I appreciate it. Called that one down pretty quick to you. When my son gets on the internet, it makes my keyboard, like, I'll be typing something out and it'll type letters twice or 3 times. I don't know why it does that. Drives me nuts. Alright, you guys, so, okay, who's ready to attribute a double to die? Hopefully we've got somebody ready to attribute a double to die out there. And hopefully you guys didn't see what that was when I held it up. Alright, so, anyway, here we go. Here's going to be your full obverse. Yay! Alright, Steel Horses. I'm excited to do this. Alright, so here again, we're going to go to Coppercoins home. Die variety search. 1970. 1970, Denver. And so this is going to be a DDO. You're terrible at DDOs? Alright, so I'll go through this one a little bit slower. I'll show you why the 1970 Ds and S's are my absolute favorite double to dies that are out there here in just a second. So we're going to go ahead and submit this search. This is why. Millions. There's so many of them, and they are so, okay, so many of them. Actually, on the 1970S, there's billions. But anyway, they're so similar. So basically, when you have a variety that's super similar, you've got to really pay attention to your die markers. They're definitely harder to attribute. You guys, so these are, the small date is only on the 70S, not 70Ds. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in and show you guys this variety. I might have to follow Steel Horse's suggestion from earlier and dim that light a little bit. There you go. Okay. So, what you're looking at here is the variety itself. Do you see, okay, it says, do you see the extra bar on the top of the 7 there? See that? The extra bar on the top of the 7? Yes, Steel Horses can see it. Okay, cool beans. So after seeing that, Jay believes that it is a 3. Show you guys the different options here. Jay says that it is a 3. Anyone else want to guess what this variety is? Steel Horses says it's 3. Randy says it's 3. And Wade says yes. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a peek at 3 because that's the consensus here on what we've got. All right, so first die marker that we want to look for is a die gouge under the D, which is right there. You see it? And who was that? Jay Rojas, correct. So a die dot shows under the L of Liberty and one shows below the mint mark. So we've got this die dot right here. You can see that. I don't know if I can PV pointer this. I don't have a toothpick in here. Alright, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and go down and we're going to look for another die dot, and you're correct. Do you see the... You got it, Jay. So over here, we're going to look and see if there is another die dot under the L, which there is. Do you guys see the die dot right there as a die marker? Making sure y'all see that before I move on. Alright, so up next here, if we go up here on the reverse, it says it has a die gouge between, ooh, wait. Alright, so reverse. A die gouge between the rim and the TE of United, and a large die gouge shows to the right of the T in cent. Okay, so. Hi, Timothy. No problem. So this is what we are looking at now. Thank you for swinging in, Timothy. I appreciate it. So here we are looking at the T and cent right there. You can see that pretty clearly. And we're going to go up here to United. There we go. So this is indeed a DDO 3. There you go, you can see it. All right, and I'm going to pull this back up here. So this is what we're looking at here. And we'll go ahead and get the bidding started on this one. Starting bid on this is $1. Farm Dog is saying, hey Timothy, it's good to see you in here. See, everybody loves Timothy. Everybody loves Farm Dog. All right, so Wade Reynolds is going to come in at 2. Thank you, Wade. So here's your full obverse, and this is not very clear. Hold on a second. There we go. And Wade Reynolds is the current high bidder at 1. And Stonecutter is now at 3. And here's the full reverse of this coin. And here's your obverse. And Brian is going to come in at 4. So current high bid is Brian at 4. All right, y'all. And Stonecutter is going to hit it back with a 450. So as I said before, that's your full obverse here. And Brian is now coming in at a 5, and your reverse. Still got some nice luster. Wade is out. Thank you very much, Wade. All right, so we're going to go ahead and count this one down to Brian. Thanks, guys, very much for your bids. This is going once. And going twice. This will be sold to Brian at 5. Congratulations, Brian. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone else for their bids as well. All right, so what I did now, yes, congratulations, is I left the hardest one for last. It's also one of the pretty ones. Very nice. All right, so this one here has got some amazing color to it. Let me just show you this color first, if it'll show it. Okay, so yes, it does have that white spot on there, but like I don't do anything with the coin, so you guys can fix that if you want to fix it when it's yours. But anyway, so the color's not showing up properly. It's got a lot of, oh, there it is. It's pretty. All right, and you can see right there on the reverse too. So do you see the outline of Lincoln on the reverse? You can kind of see his head, and you can see his vest, but it's upside down. So here's his head, there's the vest. You guys see that? Oh no. Well, I hope you find one soon, Timothy. All right, so hopefully you find one soon. You guys see this? You guys see the ghost outline on the reverse of this? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you back over here to this one website. We're going to click over here on error ref. And so I'm going to show you what this is. You're not seeing it. Okay. I don't know how to describe that. If I get closer, you won't be able to see it. Yeah, you can. You can still kind of see it. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what this is. If you are ever looking at a Lincoln cent and you flip it over on the reverse, you're noticing that on the reverse it looks like you can see the image of Lincoln. So you're thinking, hey man, this is a clash. This is a clash. But it's not. I'm going to show you exactly what it is. So you see the image of Lincoln on, you guys can't find that? Yeah, there we go. Gotta turn the light down a bit. I don't know. Or up. No, it is not a struck through. You are 100% correct. So, anyway, sorry you guys ain't seeing it. Maybe when I show you on the website what it is, you guys will be able to see it. So anyway, if you were ever going through a roll of Lincoln cents and you were thinking to yourself, especially wheat cents, you're thinking to yourself that you can see the outline of Lincoln from the obverse onto the reverse. If you're thinking that to yourself, you're not quite sure what it is, check this out. Not a clash. All right, so here we go. Move this over. There we go. So this is what it's looking like here. So basically, see it just a bit. This is not an error. It's a very common occurrence. There we go. Maybe if I do that, you can see it better. It's a very common occurrence. So what this is called is a progressive indirect dye transfer. As it says here, it is a lesser known form of dye deterioration. It transfers design elements from one dye to another. So anyway, like I said, if you guys ever come across something where it looks like, hey man, there's a ghosting of Lincoln on the reverse, that's why. And it actually says that on here, I believe. Where's that? Oh, right there. Ghosting. So again, when this error ref site comes into handy for y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed that and liked that. Pretty neat website. Alright, so the cool thing about this one is, so you guys saw the full obverse and the reverse on this one. Really nice coin here. It does got that spot there. It's got some nice color. So this one, welcome Jay and Steel Horses. Really nice, good information there. Yeah. So this one, I left to the end because this one is not one of our easy dies to attribute. This one is going to be a little bit more difficult. Alright. So I'm going to show you all here what I'm doing again. So I just went back over to my Coppercoins home. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's driving me bonkers. Alright, so 1958, we just go over here and we hit Denver. We do our mint mark variety. And we go down here to our submit search. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you to the page that shows cool beans time, travelers. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I appreciate you guys really. I really do appreciate y'all being here tonight. Alright, so I'm taking you to the page that has this variety on it. And you guys can see here. So this one is a little bit harder, but I want you guys to look over here on the RPMs that I have up and tell me which one you believe it is. And I'm going to do a little flippy flip here for you so you can see. A little flippy flip. Goodness gracious. Check that out. I think now is when I need to turn up my light. Yes, turn up my light. You can see it better. There you go. So we have Jay coming in at 19 and Farm Dog coming in at 19 and Wade says 18. Randy says 19. Alright, so it looks like the consensus to this one is that it is RPM 19. So what we're going to do here is go over here to our MDS photos. And it really is, Brian. I will get yeah, Wade, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, so here is the variety, and check this out, y'all. All right, so we're gonna go up here and look at the W of the, or we, right there. You see that? There should be that little mark coming off the top of his head, which there is. Y'all got this one well? And so the next marker that we're looking for is a filled B. So these are very, very common. So a lot of the time, all right, we've got the filled B. Awesome sauce. So we've got numerous die scratches on the reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it over to the reverse. We'll check it out real quick. My camera's not picking them up like they should, like it should. All right, so that one's coming off the S and then the U right there. Yes. So this die scratch right here, hopefully my camera can pick that up. You guys can see that, right? So the die scratch in this photo right here, if you look at this, from the U to the E. Do you guys see that? Now, if you look over there on the camera image below me, you're going to see the die scratch that connects the U to the E as well. So you've got unum and then you've got E. So E of the 1. So there you go. There's your connecting die scratch. So there's another marker. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about this really quick, you guys. You guys are correct. This is a D over D over D. This is a triple. So this is north and tilted. Brian is saying, I can't see that. Okay. You had one of these last year? Cool beans. So basically, if you go over here, it says, Coppercoins verse listing on this is that it's saying that it has a clogged B. So basically a clogged B is a die chip. All right. A lot of the time people like to collect die chips. Sometimes they get really cool. Like on a lot of the wheats, there's different types of buy errors or IIB errors or RIT errors. So basically those errors are when a die chip comes loose and breaks off and puts itself right in the center of the B and the I, or the B and the E of liberties, creating a buy. So right there. Also, other collected ones would be if you had a die chip between the L and the I, so that's an LLI, and then between the I and the B, so it's an IIB, and then obviously everybody knows the most famous one, the buy error, and then you've got the E and the R, so it's an EIR, and then the R and the IT, and then the T and the IY. So anyway, die chips are pretty common, but they're really nice to collect in different progressions because the longer a die is used, the more the die chip progresses, which is actually really cool. So they can get bigger and bigger and bigger, like the one that we were seeing on that one variety that we attributed where there was a huge die chip on the T of cent. The more the die ages, the bigger and bigger it gets until they change out that die. What you got to remember is that sometimes when you're searching for a variety, you need to remember that. Let me go back over here to the mint mark. Yours didn't have the filled B. So sometimes when you are searching for varieties and you're looking to attribute it by all of the die markers and you flip it over and you're like, my die markers do not match the die markers on the reverse for this stage of the coin. So So you got to think about this. What ends up happening is you've got all your reverse die markers that match. You flip it over and they're not matching. Well, there's definitely a possibility that that die was changed out. So you've got a MDS coin with an LDS reverse or backwards. So you've got an LDS obverse and an MDS obverse. So that can happen sometimes. So that's nice to know. So anyway, we're going to go ahead, and this is the last one to get auctioned off tonight. It's a really pretty one. So the starting bid on this one is also $1, and I'm going to show you the full coin here as well. I can't think off the top of my head. There's a Coppercoins listing that has the like an LDS obverse and or MDS obverse and an LDS obverse, reverse. My bad. So Brian is coming in at 4. Thank you, Brian. So here's the full obverse of this coin. Wade Reynolds is coming in at 5. Thank you, Wade. And here's the reverse of this coin with the progressive indirect die transfer. And Brian is coming in at 8. Thank you, Brian. So current high bid is Brian at 8. All right, if no other interest, I'm going to go ahead and start calling it down. Oh, Wade's coming back in at 850. Cute little D over D over D north and tilted RPM here. And Brian is coming in at 950. And Wade is now coming in at 10. And Brian's at 11, and Wade is out. Thank you guys very much. So this is going once to Brian. And going twice to Brian. And there's my happy face. Sold to Brian at 11. Congratulations. Yes, I know. And lag's definitely been, that would be my son being on the internet, Timothy. Yes, congratulations, Brian. I appreciate it. Okay, so it is 9:13, and I have been on here, I think, for 20 minutes, or 20 minutes, I don't know why I said that, for 2 hours now. So I am going to have my regular auction on Sunday, and I've got a lot of really crazy items coming up. That'll be fun. And something y'all haven't seen before. This is going to be in the auction on Sunday. This is a 1960D. This is, yes, congratulations. This is a 1960D. This is in a flip currently. And I don't know if my camera's going to let me show it, but it's a 1960D silver dime. My camera will let me show it. Get to it. Too close. That's my problem. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Drive me, there we go. Alright, so 1960D silver dime. Now that right there is an amazing RPM. So anyway, y'all can see that. Hey Jeeps, how are you? Your son can have all the bandwidth for Fortnite. Yes, I know. So it is a 1960D silver dime. Really cute little dime. And then also we've got, oh hey, so I'm going to teach you what this is here, since I've got just an extra moment with you. Yes, it is a very nice. I'm going to have that up for auction on a Sunday. Okay, so really quickly here, I'm going to show you this one thing. Look at the color on this. Alright, this is absolutely nuts. So I'm going to show you what this is, since I've been showing you guys this before. There we go. So here we go again. This really quickly is what you call a tapered planchet. So basically here, this will be up for auction. These are not super duper common at all. So the first difference that you're going to notice with the tapered planchet here is how thin it is, alright? Super duper thin planchet. Anyway, so nope, not grease. Close. So anyway, here we go. Alright, so this one here, basically a tapered planchet is just a very, yes, it's very, so you can see here on the reverse. What's really cool about this too is how strong the wheat details are still. Everything about this is super duper strong, but guess the weight. Got a picture. Oh, my elbow. I just hit my elbow. Guess the weight on this. Anybody want to guess? So I'm showing you guys what the normal weights are for them there. Anyone want to guess the weight? So here's the reverse, super duper nice. Here's the obverse with some beautiful colors on it. I can't get this up. I don't know why I can't get this up. Nope. Randy is saying 2.4. There it is. So here's the cool thing. My tapered planchet that is going up for sale is less than 2.4. That's it on the scale right there. Isn't that awesome? So, anyway, there's a little bit of an extra education for y'all tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And so those items are going to be up for sale on Sunday's auction. Sunday's auction is going to be at 6 p.m. Central. I hope to see everybody there. And yeah, and we're going to have an awesome time. So anyway, I think Brian, I know this is your first time coming in here, so I will be sending out invoices, so you don't have to worry about anything. As far as sending me money, invoices will get sent out, and you just pay that when you get it. All right. And very skinny, very skinny little penny here. It's very cute. I like it a lot. Yes. So you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you on Sunday. Hold on just a second. I need to ask Farm Dog something, or not Farm Dog. It would be Steve. Steve. And Steel Horses. Um, that's what I was just gonna ask Steel Horses. If you wanted me to hold it until Sunday, so I will hold yours until Sunday. And Wade, I will hold yours until Sunday. Yes. If you guys want me to hold your items until Sunday's auction, I can definitely do that. That way it saves you on shipping. So, we had Steve, Brian, Wade, Dennis, and Steel Horses. Good night, Timothy. That was sweet. It's sugar pie, honey bun. You know that I love you. All right. Y'all want me to hold on to your stuff? So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and send out the invoices, and I'm going to put shipping on these invoices. And if you order anything on Sunday, if it puts you into a small flat rate box, then I'll just add the shipping onto that. But I will put the shipping onto this, but hold the items until Sunday if that's all right with y'all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. You guys have a wonderful night, and thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, see y'all later.